there was this one girl that her name is Indira. And I love her so much. But Indira is dark like me, but she have a very beautiful hair like her. That one right there. You know, the nice hair that most of us would like to have, right? And Indira, I always like to hang out with her because it makes me feel beautiful too. So everywhere that Indira went, I went. Everybody looked at Indira very well, so I looked at her too because I wanted to become like her. I had no clue about loving myself. So I came to the United States, and after a few months, someone had told me that I could be a model. So I got into modeling, and everything went great. It was awesome. I got really into myself and have the attitude. You know, we can all tell about that attitude. So I'm living in New York City, in Manhattan, with other models. There's 6 of us living in an apartment. One of the models got sick. And, I mean, we care about her. We love her very much. So the first thing that we did is we started getting ready to take her to the emergency room. Okay? So I go into the bathroom. I look at myself. Oh, my God, I need makeup. I go into the makeup, and I start putting on my makeup. Oh, my God, lipstick. Oh, my God, I don't have eyeliner. Oh, my God, and I'm taking care of, I didn't even take a shower. But I start putting on all this makeup. And then all the other models did the same thing. But my other friend, she's throwing up. I touch her. She have a high fever. But I have to put on makeup. It's all about it. I mean, I love myself. No. So I'm putting on the makeup and I'm all excited, you know. And then I said, we are ready. All of us have our makeup. We didn't even get to dress. We only put on a coat and we are ready to get out. So we got to the emergency room. When we got there, they look at all of us. They go, you all look beautiful. How come you had time to do all this? Looks first, before anything else. And, you know, that's what I thought self-love was. That's what I thought loving yourself was. And from time to time, of course, we know about God, right? He can try to humble you. And many times he had to do that to me. Several times, because I'm very prideful. So he kind of worked on that with me. And it came to the point of me thinking, if the devil understood what loving your neighbor as yourself meant, he won't be the devil. So I wasn't too far away from it, because my attitude was horrible about loving myself. I mean, she could have died. And what I would have said, oh, I have to be beautiful. I didn't think about any of that because it was all about me. So I went from the extreme of not caring who I am and wanting to be like Indira into, it is all about me. But then, with time, of course, a few more bumps. I learned the real meaning of love. 1 Corinthians 13 explained to us, love is patient. And in order for us to understand how to love God, as Galatians 5:14 says, which Galatians, I'm sorry about that, Galatians 5:14 talk about loving your neighbors yourself, and Exodus 20 verse 1 talk about putting God first. How are you going to know how to put God first if you don't know how to put yourself first? You need to understand what love is. A lot of the times we tell our kids, don't do that, do this. Did you teach them how, when, what to do? We need to learn this. It needs to be nurtured. So a kid grow up and we teach him, oh, I love you, and we teach him all the right things to do. And he feel love. If we have a kid and we don't teach him that, and we just ignore him, he's not going to know the difference. 1 Corinthians 13 says, love is patient. When was the last time you were patient with yourself? When was the last time you made a mistake? And you and you took the time to say, you know what, I'm going to try again. Or maybe let me step back. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with who you are. Me, I've been learning that. And I'm still learning that all the time because I'm one of the most impatient persons you can meet. But we first have to be patient with ourselves. Love is patient. Love is kind. They talk about kindness. We need to be kind with ourselves by taking care of ourselves. Don't wait for someone to take care of you. You have to take care of yourself. Because if you don't know how to take care of yourself, you can take care of somebody else. You know, many women, they go, I love my kids. And they do everything for their kids. And you see them. You know they love their kid. But look at them. They have no love for themselves. And you know what? The worst thing about it is that they don't allow other people to respect their kids. They don't allow other people to respect them because they don't know the difference about loving themselves. They're not kind to themselves. They can't define it. But they think that loving themselves is, protecting their kids and taking them to the hospital and doing all this thing. That is not it. There's more to it than just taking care of them. You have to take care of the kids from the inside too. You have to take care of your inside. Not the outside, not the fashion show. I mean, I used to be in New York City and you see all the women with their big hats and all that. You say, oh, that sister is fine. She's beautiful and, I would like to be like her. She go home, she's crying. She said, Lord, help me. Why is this happening to me? But in front of everybody else, she look all prideful, like she have the world controlled. She knows where her destiny is leading to. No. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. You look at yourself in the mirror. What you see? Do you see yourself? Or you see that other person you want to be? If we believe that God is love, God does not make mistakes. God made us the way we are, and He loved us. He took time to make us. So for me to look in the mirror and say, you know what, God? I wish my hair was a little Indian looking. Nice, straight. It would be very nice. You know, God, I wish I was shorter. Because most of the time, when I was in school, they always make me sit in the back of the class. I wanted to be shorter. You know, God, I hate going to the store and buying shoes. Because I wear size 11. And I want to wear size 7. But you know what? So what? He blessed me with this height. He blessed me with this big feet. And you know what? I enjoy. I know with my height, I always wear my heels. And I wear it well, right? But it's about enjoying who you are. It took a long time for me to get there. But I got there. Why? Because I was patient with myself. I was kind with myself. Some people might look at you and you are trying to look good and whatever. They go, she thinks she's all that. You know what? Yes, I'm all that. And a bag of chips. But it's taking care of me. You take care of you, then you're going to understand Galatians 5:14. Say, love your neighbor as yourself. If you are abusing yourself, you're going to abuse your neighbor. If you are not being kind to yourself, you are not going to be kind to your neighbor. Years ago, I have attempted to either kill myself many times because of all the things that was happening in my life. It was horrible. And if I treated my neighbor the way God said, love your neighbor as yourself, if I treated them the way I was loving myself, I would have eliminated a few people. I didn't understand what that was. I understand it now. And let me tell you that I am amazed because I'm one of those people that always run in the other side. I hear God and I go, okay, later. And I'm running the other side. But He keeps calling me back and calling me back because He knows that I'm trying to be focused, I'm trying to love myself, and I'm trying to take care of my neighbor. That's what God is doing for me. What is God doing in your life? Are you taking the time to allow Him to do things in your life?